Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix 2018. So I was working with Thaumcraft last time, and I missed a couple things. Didn't notice this alchemy page over here. So this tells you how to get the aspects from the crucible into crystals so that we can proceed with research. So I should be able to get farther on this research note now that I can make a V crystal with Victus and one with Mortus. And also, it did seem odd to me last time that coal had no aspects. Every vanilla item should have aspects, as well as most mod items. So it looks like that's a bug with mod interaction on Ender.io, so I downgraded Ender.io to a couple versions, and I've got aspects on coal back again. So that should help out, because not having aspects is probably going to break certain things in the mod. So let's see what we can do to progress with Thaumcraft. So first of all, I need to get some nether quartz, and I like to get my thermometer. So nether quartz can be combined into these quartz slivers, and quartz slivers can be thrown into the crucible, and they will absorb some of the aspects that are in there. And in that way, you can take some of the aspects out and make V crystals with that aspect in there. So that's how we'll get these V crystals with Victus and Mortus, unless I happen to scan the night sky at the right time and get the notes for lunar third quarter, lunar first quarter. But let's see if I can get Victus and Mortus. So let's see here. Victus is life, Mortus is death, so I'm thinking rotten flesh probably has death on it. So let's see here. No, it's got life actually. That heart symbol is Victus. Alright, let's see. That's got more too. I only have one of those. Do I have anything else that might have that? Alright, but it doesn't help me out. I still want something that has death on there. Oh, spider eyes have death. They've got 5 death on there. Alright. So I'm going to toss a couple of those in the crucible, plus a couple of rotten flesh, and then we'll throw the crystals in there to try to get the aspects that I'm looking for. So basically, you can see that there are aspects in the crucible, which we can see with the you can see it with the thing. I guess you can't. All right. So we just toss those in there, and it will take some of the aspects out and give us other things. So I've got some Victus crystals. Alright, looks like that's probably it for now. We got some Victus, some Humanus, and some Perdicio. So that looks like it's pretty much what should have been in there. So that looks pretty good. So Spider Eye should get us some Sensus, Bestia, and Mortus. So let's get some more water. So one more thing, we don't have to use netherrack on fire down here. Nitor is a good source of heat too, so we can use Nitor instead. So let me break that and put a piece of dirt down there, and we'll take our yellow Nitor and put it down there. Something to set the crucible against. There we go. And that fire was very close to my forest. It caught on fire a little while ago. So let's put the bucket in there. And we're going to have to wait for it to bubble, which shouldn't take too long. And then we'll throw the spider eyes in there. Alright, there we go. 1, 2... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Alright, so there we go. Bestia, Perdicio, Mortus. There's the important one. Mortus and Victus. So let's see if I can refill this. I can't refill this. Probably because it has some water in there already. There we go. Okay. So I'll probably want to create a pipe or an everfull urn or something to refill that in the future. But now that I have those crystals in my inventory, a Mortus and a Victus, we should be able to use those to progress with the research. Let's see, here's the quartz sliver. Okay. So I'll put those down in my inventory. Doesn't matter where they are, I just want to see them so that when I do the research, I'll see that they go away. Okay, so if I do this, there we go. I use that. We got a bunch of inventory stuff. Let's see here. We have to Celestial Studies or Rethink. Loses 10 progress, but I've got 100%. Why would I want to lose progress there? Whatever. Let's see what happens. Now we can do Universal Theory, Inspired, 58 points in Alchemy. That's pretty good. Let's do that one. And then I have to rethink again for some reason. Let's see here. I am not clear what's happening at the moment. Let's see here. Okay. So I can do synthesis or reactions. I don't know what those icons are for, little dancing exclamation points. Let's see. Could get air and ordo. Or I can get instrumentum permutatio. Well, air and ordo seems like it'd be easier, so let's do that. There's an air, and there's an ordo. Alright. Now I've completed my theory, and I'm honestly not sure what that did. But I completed it, so that's good. So why don't we do some more stuff in Thaumcraft, since I can get a bit farther now. So I would like to get back to fundamental stuff. I want to be able to do golemancy at some point, so I have to discover all the other things first. So I need to do oromancy and infusion. Looks like I could do infusion now. Alright, okay, discovered infusion. I will be able to build the thaumaturge's stuff. That's cool. Robe, leggings, boots. So I need to discover artifice, and I have to get alchemical metallurgy to do artifice. So let's see if we can do that. Let's begin this research. I have to make an alchemical brass ingot. Okay, it's a sturdy, low-friction metal, not always possible. Crafting, I need to find out how to craft it. So, okay, they don't have thaumium now, they have got alchemical brass ingots with 5 instrumentum. And to do that, I need some kind of tool. So I'm thinking a pickaxe probably has instrumentum. So let's get this. And some stone, and let's see how much instrumental we can get from a stone pickaxe. Okay, that actually has 8 instrumentum, so that's pretty cool. So that will work, and then we'll try to toss the rest of the shards in there, the slivers, and get whatever else is in there. Alright, so then I needed a piece of iron to get some alchemical brass. Alright, so do not toss your good pickaxe in there. That would be unfortunate. Okay, so we toss that, and then toss that. And there we go, alchemical brass nuggets, or ingots. Okay, so, yeah, alright. So, what does that do in my thermometer? I can complete this. There we go. Metals prove to be easy to manipulate. Theorize that a base metal. Ah, there is thaumium. So, thaumium. Ah, okay. You have to put precantatio and terra in there. Okay. Do I need that for what I want to do, though? I can now work on discovering that. Machina, census, observation. Alright, so I have discovering artifice. Ah, we can get the goggles now. Requires alchemical brass. Okay. Well, I'm not going to make those right now because I still want to see about golemancy. So, they want me to make these things. Need to make the V resonator and the caster's gauntlet. An iron plate, nether quartz, couple of crystals, and 50 V will make a V resonator. That shouldn't be hard to get. So, iron plate. An iron plate from Thaumcraft, thermal expansion, and 3 pieces of iron, or iron in a compactor. You can cast it too from, well, since you get 3 of them, I guess I'll just do, I've got iron over here. I'll just go ahead and make the regular recipe. The Thaumcraft one, there we go. Get some iron plates, scan those. Okay, so needed that and a piece of quartz. Do I have any quartz on me? Did I leave it all back in there? I think I must have left it in there. Let's see here. I've got a lot of quartz now, but I probably will need more at some point. Okay, so it was nether quartz and iron plate, and they wanted a water crystal and an air crystal, I think. Yes, there we go, a V resonator. Huh. We've got more V here than we used to. That's interesting. I wonder when that happened. We were at 100 yesterday. I thought that was just a max. Maybe it gets more over time. Alright. Again, we'll go ahead and scan that. And then I need to build the caster's gauntlet, which is going to take my thermometer. And, okay. I need one of every type of crystal and a 100 V. That isn't a problem. Just need to get some leather. 1, 2, 3, 4 leather. So, iron on top, V resonator, and then leather. I need one of every kind of regular crystal. There we go. Caster's gauntlet. Cool. So now that we have that, that's what they used to be for wands. Oh, I'm trying to scan. I don't have a scanner anymore. Better make me another thermometer. Alright, so I'm going to mark that complete. And now I could discover golemancy. Yeah, okay, we've opened a bunch more tabs now. That's cool. So I want to discover golemancy. I'm hoping that we can use this for the tree farm. Alright, so I have to study an animated construct. I feel like maybe they mean snowman? Because I don't know of anything else that's animated in the game, really. I do have pumpkins, so if I got some snow, I should be able to make a snowman. I don't know if they will survive in warmer climates, but I guess we'll find out in a minute. I never actually made a Minecraft snowman, so that's my theory right now, or my hypothesis. So I'm going to go get some snow and figure out how to make a snowman, and then I will scan it and see if that gets me golemancy. Alright, so I've got some snow, and I've got a pumpkin, and there we go, a snow golem. Cool. So, I hope that was the right thing. Let's go find out if it is. Here's my Thaumanomicon. Yes, study an animated construct. Cool. So, alright. So, I have discovered a third of the basics, and now I have new stuff unlocked. So, all I know is that golemancy changed quite a bit from Thaumcraft 4 to Thaumcraft 6. So, it's supposed to be really cool now, but I have no idea how it works. And so I want to study on that a little bit, but hopefully we can figure out how that works. So, let's see. Clockwork Mines requires Essentia smelting and hedge alchemy. And we'll have to get Clockwork Mines, so looks like I'm gonna have to do some things to get here. So we'll have to have Essentia smelting and hedge alchemy first. So let's work on hedge alchemy. And we need to make some magic tallow, which is rotten flesh in a crucible with fire. So that shouldn't be hard to get. Now that I've got aspects on coal, we can get fire stuff, although I guess we don't need to really because I actually have the crystals full of fire. What was it, just one? Yeah, just one. Okay. So, let's go ahead and make one of those. Get a piece of rotten flesh, get a fire crystal, and let's see here. Well, let's empty out the crucible and refill it. Alright, so it's boiling, so drop that in there. There we go. Magic tallow. There we go. Learn something new. So, I can now complete this step. So, simple enough that just adding more of it creates more. It's true for everything. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, it sounds like we have to create more things. So, I don't know if we can create... we can duplicate gunpowder with alchemia, ignis, and perdicio. Alchemia, water, and victus with double slime balls. Okay. So yeah, there's some cool doubling recipes. And I have to do that before we can proceed. So, I have to figure out what has alchemia in there. That is a new aspect for Thaumcraft 6, so I have no idea what has alchemia in it. My first guess would be regular vanilla potions, but I had no blaze rods, and I think the potion mechanic changed in Minecraft 1.9 or 1.10, so I'm not even sure I know how to make potions anymore. So I'm going to go figure out how to make potions and figure out where I get alchemia, and I'll be back when I figure that out. Alright, so what I didn't realize immediately from reading the Thaumanomicon is that all of these items, the aspects you need to make it, are the exact aspects that are in the item, which kind of makes sense. So I don't need to go find alchemia or ignis perdicio. It's in gunpowder. All we want to do is progress in this research. So to do that, I'll just throw 2 gunpowder in there, and we should get 2 gunpowder back. And so, let's see here. 1. Yep, there we go. So, let's see here. Glowstone, glowstone. I get 2 glowstone back. Slime, slime. Yep. Ink, ink. So there we go. I got everything back that I had before. And I've now made all these things, so I can hit complete, and we can go on to something else. So let's see here. Some things we have to craft from scratch. All I need is a base material at essentially a bit of luck to get some common materials. Okay, so we're going to be able to get lava buckets apparently, string, clay, and whatever that looks like cobwebs. Yeah, it's easier to see over here. So let's see here. Throw some dirt in a crucible with 5 water and we'll get clay. That's pretty cool. Throw wheat into a crucible with 5 bestia and 1 fabrico. Get string. Throw string into a 5 vinculum and we'll get a cobweb back. And throw a bucket into a crucible with 15 ignis and 5 terra, we'll get a lava bucket back. So that's an interesting mechanic. Alright, so I'm going to need dirt, wheat, string, and a bucket. Let's see here. I don't really want to, lose another bucket, but I'm guessing I'm going to. So let's go get the rest of those materials. The next one is string. I need Bestia and Fabrico. I installed a couple of other mods. One of them was for finding aspects in JEI, so you can search for them, click on here, and then it'll tell you what they're made of, and you can find everything in here, and it's ordered by how much of it is in here. So most of the ones in the beginning are going to be modded items. So if you go to the end, you're probably going to hit more things that are vanilla. So let's see here. Looks like there's a bunch of stuff here. I'm looking for Bestia. You know, that feels like it's going to be meat or something. Yeah, here we go. Weather, fish, meat, pork chop, chicken, yada yada. Okay, so yeah. Looks like we should probably go breed the animals to get that. Okay, Fabrico is crafting. Oops, okay, so crafting. Fish have crafting because you have to catch them. That's interesting. Cooked pork chops, so does steak, so does cooked chicken. That must mean cooked mutton has it on there too. Does that mean raw mutton does? No, it's got earth. Okay, so looks like we need to cook the mutton up. Or else, you know, use this steak that's already, you know, cooked. Yeah, we'll probably just use steak that's already cooked. Alright, so if we go back into the Thaumanomicon, 5 Bestia and 1 Fabrico. And that looks like it's just one piece of steak, doesn't it? Yeah, we have some leftover Victus, so we might get 5 of those sliver things. Let's see, where are we? Where are those at? Let's see, I'm not out of them. Alright, so if I throw in the steak, and then I throw in the wheat, I should get some string. I'll throw in the 5 crystal things, and that should work. Okay. Okay. The Thaumanomicon did say something about you wouldn't get every aspect back from there, so I'm not sure how the loss works. Sometimes it works okay, sometimes it doesn't work okay, but that's fine. And we're a step closer to getting to making golems do something. Okay, so I need 5 vinculum, which is found in... I have no idea. Let's see here. Looks like we can get it from... Looks like potions that hurt people. Sponges, I don't know where to get those from. Amber. We've got amber. Yeah. Oh, there's 10 of it in there too. Okay, so we'll get just 1 of that, and that should give us 2 of those if we get the string. So let's go ahead and empty out the crucible. After a time, just kind of, you know, go away. And I'm guessing if I make those goggles, I'll be able to see what's in the crucible, so I really ought to do that. But we'll get there. Okay, 1 thing left. I have a bucket. Terra and fire. Well, I could make it with just these. That's a lot of my Ignis crystals. So I know coal has 10 Ignis. You know what? I bet Netherrack has Ignis and Terra on it. I've got a ton of Netherrack. Yep, it's got only 2. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a bucket. There we go, bucket of lava. Try to get some of this Terra out of here. We might even get some of the Order. Ow. I wasn't sure if they could burn you, because I feel like I've stepped on this before and it hasn't burned me, but that must have just been a fluke. Okay, well, I don't want the lava. I'll just dump that in the smeltery. Alright, so that should mark me complete on this stuff. So there we go. There we go. I have completed Hedge Alchemy. So, Okay, there we go. So back to golemancy. I need to get Essentia smelting to do that. Now, is that in alchemy? Yes, and the requirement is elementum. So, well, there we go. I've got elementum. Perfect. Or I can get it anyway. Essentia smelting. Let's see here. Are those on me or something? Yeah, I think I have to have them all in my hand or something. So looks like I need one of each primal aspect. So air, V, there we go. So, okay. Wow, it's going to get a bunch of these things. Okay. Well, I've shown you how you get these aspects, so I'm not going to put everything on camera for how I'm going to get these. I'm going to go get these, and then I'll be back when I have them all. So I'm going to go do that. Alright, so I've got all of my V crystals. I used a bowl to get Vacuous, a torch to get Lux. I already had Modus, but you can get that from trapdoors. I used snowballs to get Gellum, and note that they only have one Gellum on them, but you can't convert 1 to 1 because you lose aspects in the process. So I threw 3 or 4 in there to get enough to make sure I would get the Gellum. I got Vitreous from Glass, Metallum from Iron, Victus and Mortus we had before from doing our other work in Thaumcraft. Potentia I got from Redstone, and I got from Mutasio from a Dropper. But the Dropper has a lot of aspects, and it's random which ones you pull out of the Crucible. So I actually ran out of water in the Crucible, and I lost a bunch of aspects before I got everything I needed. So I got a bunch of Terra off that. I did get some from Mutasio, but it's random. I wouldn't have had to get that. And there were other aspects I just lost on there. For Mutasio, Vacuos, and Potentia were also in the Dropper, but I didn't get any of that from them. So just something to keep in mind. So now I need to make an Essentia Smeltery, and I will have completed Essentia Smeltery. Smeltering? That's not a word. Essentia Smelting. So once I build one of these, which requires a couple of brass plates, a crucible, a furnace, and some cobblestone. So a brass plate, yeah, just 3 brass ingot. No other recipe for it. I mean, I could get it in there, but I don't know, how much you can toss in a crucible. Alright, so I did run out of water, but did run out of aspects we can use, so that's okay though. We've got plenty of other things we can, deal with. And I'm pretty sure that is releasing flux in the atmosphere, so that could be bad later on. We'll see what happens. Take my 3 alchemical brass ingots and get me my 3 brass plates. So let's see here. We were doing that to make this construct here. 2 plates, a crucible, not a cauldron, cobblestone, any kind, and a furnace, a V crystal, and 50 V. And that's fine, except I need some Salus Mundus, which is a bowl, flint, and 3 types of crystals. So here's my flint. There's the bowl. I need 1, 2, 3 kinds of crystals. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 should get me that. There we go. Okay, so now I need another cauldron to make into a crucible. Alright, so yeah, that looks right. That is a really cool effect. Alright, so finally it looks like we're going to go back to alchemy and into Essentia Smelting. Okay, 2 brass plates, crucible, furnace, cobblestone. I've got some cobblestone on me. Should have plenty to make a furnace. Alright, so the plates were over there, the crucible was over here, and the rest was cobblestone. Need a V crystal of fire. and then 50V, and there we go, and Essentia Smeltery. Research complete. Alright, well, yeah. Spent a lot of time on Thaumcraft this episode, and we're still not quite to golemancy, but I feel like we're close, so I may keep working on this next episode. For now, though, looks like it's wrapping up time. Probably way past wrapping up time, but whatever. Thanks for watching. See you next time.